Hi everyone, Donut here. We're going to talk a little bit more about the Rayshard Brooks incident that took place in Atlanta the other day. If you haven't heard of this one yet or haven't seen me break it down, be sure to watch that video first. I put it out yesterday. It has the camera footage from two police officers' body cameras, a security camera on the Wendy's, and a bystander with cell phone footage. The news didn't put that much footage out, and I break it down, I think, pretty well. Way better than mainstream media. I'm making another video about Rayshard because a lot has happened since last night. There's been a lot of news on this incident. As we talked about yesterday, the chief of police of Atlanta stepped down. They fired the officer who shot Rayshard, and also they burned the Wendy's to the ground. Now the district attorney is talking about charging the officer who shot Rayshard by Wednesday. Again, in this video, just like my one I made yesterday on it, I'm going to give you the facts. I'm going to stay completely unbiased, and we're just going to talk a little bit about what happened. You guys ever hear me say the term lawful but awful, meaning something is pretty bad, like it shouldn't have happened, but as according to the law, it's lawful. I think that kind of pertains to this case. Before we get into Georgia law and the district attorney charging the officer that shot him, one thing that I got to thinking about yesterday after I made the video and rendered it and uploaded it was, why did he run? Why didn't he just eat the DUI charge, go to court, fight it, lose his license for a little bit? Why did he run? Why did he fight two police officers, steal a taser, and then do all that craziness? Well, I started seeing some things pop up online about him having a criminal history and out on parole or possibly probation, which if you get a DUI, that violates your parole or probation and you go back to jail. I got online and I looked up his criminal history. According to court records, in March of 2013, he was charged and convicted of criminal interference with government property, obstructing of a law enforcement officer, theft by recovery of stolen property, cruelty to children, false imprisonment, family violence, battery, and simple battery. According to online records, he was sentenced to 7 years but was released in December of 2014. Now we kind of see why he ran from police, fought them, grabbed the taser. And yesterday I said I didn't know if he fired the taser, but I went back and I slowed it down and I got to looking at it and I got to listen to the body cam footage, and he does turn around and fire the taser at the officers. You can hear the audible pop as well as see like the front of the taser kind of shoot out a little bit.
I think he great.
Going back on the lawful but awful thing, why I kind of think that this is lawful but also awful at the same time. This has nothing to do with me being biased about the shooting. I just want to talk about Georgia law a little bit. First, we're going to talk about another incident that also took place in Atlanta a little bit earlier this month. 6 Atlanta police officers were fired for removing and tasing some college kids inside of a car. The district attorney for Fulton County, Georgia, Paul Howard, decided to charge a few of the officers with aggravated assault for using a taser multiple times during the arrest. According to the state of Georgia, aggravated assault, which is a felony in Georgia, is an assault that is committed with the intent to rob, rape, or murder with a deadly weapon or any object that can be or is used in a manner that results in serious bodily injury or strangulation, or by discharging a firearm from a vehicle. So to meet the charge of aggravated assault, a deadly weapon has to be used. The district attorney for Fulton County has said that a taser is a deadly weapon. By charging the officers with aggravated assault for using their taser on them, he is saying it's a deadly weapon. You kind of see where I'm going here? As of today, the same Fulton County district attorney, Paul Howard, has said that he's thinking about bringing charges on the officer in the Rayshard incident. Fulton County District Attorney Paul Howard Jr. said that his decision on whether to bring charges will depend on whether the officers believe that Brooks posed a threat, even as he was running away. Should the officers have felt threatened by that taser, asked CBS News. It's not a lethal weapon. It's a non-lethal weapon, Howard responded. So last week he was saying a taser is a deadly weapon, but when the scripts are flipped, it's not a deadly weapon. I'm not trying to be biased by this. I just don't know what's going on in this district attorney's head. When you go to the police academy, you learn about the use of force continuum, which says always be one level above the person you're fighting. If someone's going hands-on with you, pull out your pepper spray or taser. If somebody pulls out a knife, pull out your gun. If someone pulls out pepper spray or a taser, also pull out your gun, because they can incapacitate you with those, and then they have access to your gun and whatever's in your patrol car. As soon as Rayshard shot the taser at the officer went one level up and fired his service pistol. I'm really interested to see where this case goes, and if he is charged, is he going to be convicted? I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. Oh, found a bunch of people on Twitter, too, who are super happy about the Wendy's burning down, saying, well, it should have been burned down. I do have to agree with them because the Vanilla Frosty is the devil's doing. Seriously, I just wanted to get on here and talk about that real quick because I don't know what the heck's going on. Old Howard needs to make up his mind. We'll do an update on this case if they do decide to charge the officer, if anything else comes to light. There's still protests and riots and all sorts of crazy stuff happening over it. Everyone, please stay safe out there. There's a lot of police officers being targeted right now. drive-bys on their houses, actually being killed in the line of duty. Some crazy fucker threw IEDs at a police officer last week and killed him. I'm going to be over at Twitch streaming as soon as this video is released. Please come hang out. Keep your head on a swivel, and everyone, please have a fantastic day.